what the features of Sigma males are. Do you ever wonder if these features would attribute to you? Today, let's have a look at the top 10 unique features of a Sigma male. A Sigma male is a man who goes through life as a lone wolf and carves his way through life. He is a man within the social sexual hierarchy who lives outside society's normal social dominance and hierarchical structure. Sigma males are social misfits of lone men, even though there are several traits he shares with the alpha male, but still tends to walk outside the hierarchy of conventional society. They tend to take more of a solitary path, are more lone wolves and wanderers, prefer the beat of their own drum, and do not take orders from people to conform to society's labels or systems. They prefer to be their own boss and refuse to surrender to societal pressure. The socio-sexual hierarchy attributed to Vox Day is a system that describes how men and boys relate to one another and organize themselves into different archetypes. These archetypes categorize men based on who they are and how they behave, their inclinations, and how women perceive them as potential mates. They are usually dominant, good-looking, influential, and prefer solitude. They are introverted alpha males without a pack. While others may perceive Sigmas as distant, paranoid, or self-obsessed, they are often quite pragmatic. Number 1. Sigma males are loners but also value other people. It doesn't mean they dislike others' companies, but they prefer solitary life and are more a recluse. They don't necessarily need people to have a good time, but also can be pleasant and friendly around people they like and care for. They value their alone time and prefer deeper connections with just a few close friends over shallow interactions with many acquaintances. They're more content spending more time alone and can sit quietly, lost in their own thoughts. Unlike alpha males who strive on attention, Sigma males prefer solitude and intimate groupings. Societal norms do not influence Sigmas. They prefer quality over quantity. They form close friendships with a few trusted individuals rather than craving popularity in social circles. Sigmas are very selective in terms of their friend circle. They're careful about who they let into their inner circle and do not open up themselves to anyone. They only share their thoughts and feelings with the people that they're most comfortable with and trust. They understand the importance of having valuable people around them. Number 2. They tend to be silent leaders. Like their alpha male counterparts, Sigmas are also excellent leaders, but unlike the alphas, they do not have a fragile ego that constantly craves validation from people around them. Their leadership style is different, as they lead by example and mutual communication rather than establishing dominance or authority over their peers. They don't seek out power, but will excel in a leadership position if they ever find themselves in one. Sigmas are often thrust into leadership positions. Sigmas keep living from a place of deep integrity that fuels their leadership abilities. They don't see others as competition and treat everyone equally. Sigmas are happy to sit back, share their spotlight, and learn from their peers by collaborating rather than competing and creating positive relationships in the workspace. They do their job without creating a spectacle around it. Number 3. They know how to adapt. The alphas or betas can be more rigid with their personalities, while Sigmas are non-conforming and can adapt to most circumstances. They thrive well under pressure and in different social situations and events, even outside their comfort zones. External pressures do not easily sway them, and they can also adjust to the given circumstantial changes. They often inspire others by simply doing their own thing and gaining admiration, and others will often follow their lead. They are also great listeners. Number 4. They treat everyone equally. Contrary to popular belief, Sigmas get along with people really well and from all social classes. They're very genuine with their demeanor, regardless of the social standing of the person that they're interacting with. They do not like people who turn into yes men and just for the sake of pleasing someone from the upper class. Sigmas are happy to treat everyone equally because they don't micromanage and trust others' intentions. They're essentially the same person around others, and when they are by themselves and don't pretend to be someone they're not. Number 5. Doesn't need a social circle. Sigmas are the human embodiment of a lone wolf, and because of this attribute, they are often misunderstood. People think it's because they dislike other people's company, which is false. They're just more comfortable in their own company and often do not need others to enjoy themselves. They don't generally require a group of people around them to praise their every move or seek validation. Their friend circle is usually just close friends they trust 100% more than just hanging out with larger crowds. They are not completely antisocial and just prefer a select few friends. They're careful about who they let into their inner circle and do not open up themselves to anyone. They only share their thoughts and feelings with the people they are most comfortable with and trust. They don't let any relationship or problem hamper their productivity. They don't have any emotional baggage and steer clear of people and drama. Number 6. They understand the importance of silence. They value silence over small talk. They'll not hesitate to ask if they have a question or need help, but they tend to figure things out independently. They value straightforwardness in people and don't like to play around the bush regarding important matters. Sigmas may get backlash for being snobbish, but they hate small talk, the people who waste their time. Sigmas fear getting into a conversation with loud people as it can be difficult to get out. So instead of wasting their time engaging with these people, Sigmas avoid them at all costs. They are always listening and observing the people around them. They can be subconsciously intimidating and impressive to others by saying less. They understand that the more they talk, the more they look like fools. Number 7, hates living life safely. Sigmas like taking risks, but that doesn't mean that they act recklessly. But they often take well-calculated risks if it serves them well. They don't take the well-trodden path when it comes to their career or personal lives. Even though they are well capable of taking the leadership position, they do not flaunt their authority or command respect. For them, every risk needs a purpose. They try to balance between idealistic and pragmatic views in their decision-making, which is what makes them excellent leaders. They do not like being put into a box and conforming to societal norms. Number 8, they are very self-aware. Sigmas like to introspect and are in touch with their feelings and thoughts. They like to focus on themselves and their actions, impact on themselves and others. They're aware of their strengths and weaknesses and constantly work on improving themselves. They're usually in a bubble, analyzing what they could have done better. They're well-versed in avoiding social drama and know how to handle social situations. They, unlike their alpha counterparts, don't seek out validation and are grateful when someone compliments them on things about themselves they value the most. They're analytical thinkers who consider all sides of the argument before making a judgment. Number 9, likes being in control of their own fate. They are incredibly self-sufficient and independent. They are very ambitious with strong morals and convictions. They may not conform to the social norms, but tries to just live their life their way. They don't talk much about their goals and dreams. Instead, they hustle in their own way and speed until they have achieved their dreams. They crave freedom and the flexibility to think and reinvent and reshape their problems in their own way. They're remarkable self-starters and like to be in control. This makes them great entrepreneurs and creative thinkers. They have learned to depend on themselves and tend to be more self-sufficient. Sigmas live in their own small bubble and view excessive social activities as a serious distraction. They consistently achieve their goals with their determination, self-sufficiency, and focus. Number 10, they can be difficult to understand. Sigma males are the hardest of the personality types to understand. Because of the uniqueness of their personality type, they don't fit within the idea of dominant and submissive. They can appear unfeeling and antisocial, but they are very self-aware and take criticism well. They may not be able to communicate what they are feeling all the time because of them being a hermit, but still, it doesn't mean they care about the people they love. They're always focused on something important to them and do not like wasting their time. They're not always socially awkward, but maybe simply uninterested in social situations. So what do you think about these Sigma male traits? Do you think you have any of them? Or do you know anyone who does? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.